The Calaxian arena stretched before Commander Elena Vasquez like a metallic canyon, its curved walls rising into darkness above the blazing combat circle. Thousands of alien spectators filled the tiered seats, their varied forms creating a tapestry of scales, chitin, and synthetic flesh. The air thrummed with anticipation and the electric hum of force fields. The human refuses all weapons? Warlord Thektar's voice boomed across the arena's communication system, his massive crystalline form glinting under the harsh lights. Even the ceremonial blade? Elena stood at the arena's edge, her standard-issue uniform looking painfully mundane against the ornate combat gear of her opponents. 3 champions from across the hegemony waited in the center. Zephyrian blade dancer Kess with his monomolecular whips, Thrak the Destroyer wielding plasma cannons that were grafted to his arms, and the AI construct Nexus 7 whose entire body was a weapon. No weapons, Elena called back, her voice carrying clearly in the arena's acoustics. She stepped forward, bare hands at her sides. The crowd's reaction was immediate, a cacophony of clicks, roars, and electronic signals that translated roughly to disbelief and dark amusement. In the VIP section, Ambassador Chen winced. This demonstration was supposed to prove humanity's worthiness to join the galactic hegemony as equals, not provide entertainment through ritual suicide. Thektar's laugh resonated like breaking crystal. "Then you die with honor, small human. Begin." Kess struck first, his whip singing through the air with lethal precision. Elena didn't dodge. She moved, her body flowing like water between the deadly strands. Her hand shot out, grasping one whip mid-strike. The monomolecular edge should have severed her fingers instantly. It didn't. The crowd's noise faltered as Elena's grip held firm. Kess pulled back, confusion flickering across his serpentine features. The whip's edge, capable of cutting through ship hulls, couldn't penetrate human skin. Impossible, Nexus 7 computed aloud, its sensors scanning frantically. Human cellular structure shows no defensive modifications. Elena smiled grimly. They were scanning for the wrong thing. While other species had evolved natural armor, weapons, or enhanced strength, humanity had developed something far more valuable: adaptability at the cellular level. Not the flashy kind that science fiction promised, but the real kind. The kind that let humans survive in environments that would kill most other species, that let them push their bodies beyond theoretical limits through sheer will. Thrak opened, fire, plasma bolts screaming across the arena. Elena was already moving, her body reading the micro-expressions in his stance, the minute adjustments in his weapon positioning. Humans had learned to read predators in tall grass and rival hunters across battlefields. Reading alien body language was just another adaptation. She rolled under the plasma stream and came up running, not away from Thrak but toward him. The massive alien's forearms adjusted, trying to track her movement. But Elena had spent her childhood dodging bullies and her military career avoiding enemy fire. She understood the geometry of violence in a way that surprised even herself. Her shoulder struck Thrak's center of mass. Physics demanded that the 300-pound human should bounce off the 800-pound alien. Physics didn't account for technique refined over millennia of human warfare, for the perfect transfer of momentum that sent Thrak stumbling backward into the arena wall. Nexus 7 processed the anomaly in nanoseconds and adapted, its form flowing into a configuration optimized for human combat. Multiple projectile weapons emerged from its chassis, tracking systems locked onto Elena's heat signature. Elena stopped, running, and stood perfectly still. The AI's targeting systems flickered in confusion. Elena's heart rate was steady, her breathing controlled. Every scan showed a relaxed human female standing casually in a combat zone, a scenario that didn't compute with any known survival behavior. "What are you?" Nexus 7 asked, its voice carrying genuine curiosity. "Human," Elena replied simply. Then she did something no combat algorithm could predict. She sat down cross-legged on the arena floor and began to meditate. The crowd fell, silent. In the VIP section, Ambassador Chen buried his face in his hands. But Elena knew something the spectators didn't. She had studied every recording of arena combat available, analyzed the psychology of the champions, understood their motivations. Kes fought for honor and the approval of his clan. Thrak fought for glory and the fear of others. Nexus 7 fought because it was programmed to seek optimal outcomes. None of them fought for what humans fought for. Kes, confused by Elena's apparent surrender, approached cautiously. His whips hung loose at his sides. "Rise, human. Die with dignity." "I'm not here to die," Elena said without opening her eyes. "I'm here to win. You have no weapons. Neither do you." Kes hissed in confusion. "My whips are tools. Weapons are what you make when you have nothing else." Elena stood slowly, her movements deliberate and unthreatening. "You want to know what makes humans dangerous? It's not our strength or speed or armor. It's that we never, ever give up. We'll fight with rocks and sticks and bare hands. We'll fight when we're outnumbered, outgunned, and outmatched. We'll fight until there's nothing left to fight with, and then we'll fight with what remains." She walked toward Kes, each step measured. "But more than that, we fight for each other. Every human in this galaxy is my responsibility. Every human child who might one day look up at the stars and dream of walking among them. That's not just motivation, that's power." Kes raised his whips, but something in Elena's approach gave him pause. There was no aggression in her stance, no threat, only absolute certainty. "Stand down," she said quietly. And incredibly, impossibly, Kes did. Thrak roared in outrage, charging forward with plasma cannons blazing. Elena sidestepped and placed her hand on his shoulder as he passed. The simple human gesture, comfort, connection, understanding, stopped the alien warrior in his tracks. "You fight to prove your worth," she said to him. "But worth isn't taken. It's recognized." "I recognize your worth, Thrak. You don't need to prove anything to me." The massive alien's weapons powered down. Nexus 7's processors worked frantically to understand what was happening. Elena approached the AI with the same calm certainty. "You're trying to compute the optimal outcome," she said, "but you're missing a variable. The optimal outcome isn't victory, it's understanding. That's what humans bring to the galaxy. Not better weapons or stronger armies, but the ability to find solutions that everyone can live with." She stood before the three champions, unarmed and unafraid. "I challenge you to something harder than combat. I challenge you to choose peace." The arena remained silent for long moments. Then Nexus 7's voice cut through the stillness. "Challenge accepted." Kes sheathed his whips. "Accepted." Thrak's massive form straightened. "Accepted." Warlord Thektar's crystalline form pulsed with confused energy. "This is not how the arena works." "It is now," Elena said, turning to face the crowd. "This is how humans work. We change the rules. We find another way. We make the impossible possible because we refuse to accept that it can't be done." She walked to the center of the arena where the champion's banner hung, the symbol of ultimate victory that no species had ever claimed without defeating all three guardians in mortal combat. The banner fell into her hands without resistance. As Elena lifted the banner high, the crowd erupted, not in the bloodthirsty roar they'd expected to release, but in something new, something that sounded almost like hope. In the VIP section, Ambassador Chen slowly smiled. Humanity had just earned its place among the stars, not through superior firepower or advanced technology, but by doing what humans did best. They had changed everything.